I am the Red Cyclone! Ah!
Hello, welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. This is our podcast about anything and everything in the world of pop culture, video games, and more. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Merc with the mic.
No more wrestling.
Oh, we can talk about some wrestling too. We talk about Xavier Woods and how he was pissed off at Alexa for not knowing the proper champion. Alexa, get up to speed.
That shit had me rolling. He's like, "Oh, this is going in the trash."
This is clearly malfunction.
And then the Google Home got it right, and he was like, "Yes."
Just so you know, Kofi Kingston is the new WWE Champion, not Daniel Bryan. That's old information.
And Kingston, he hasn't lost his last name yet either.
That's awesome. Yo, did you notice at WrestleMania they took the real slow Kofi?
Yeah.
Kingston. I was like, oh, stop playing with people like that.
Yeah.
Take his name off. He end up like Andrade.
Yeah. I love
or
it.
Ali. Yo, did you hear the crowd saying scream at Ali? I liked that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I loved
good
it.
stuff.
I loved it.
We're coming off a post WrestleMania world. So much wrestling on the brain. We just did a wrestling babble podcast. And you can find that on Merc's channel, Merc with the mic.
Yep.
And it'll also be on SoundCloud, Merc with the mic.
Yep.
And the RedCycloneInc SoundCloud as well.
So yes, listen, like, subscribe, comment, do everything.
Yeah, we actually had the preview last week, and I put that on the RedCycloneInc page because I know you were there already. Couldn't get it to you too early because I know you didn't have time to actually sit there and post it. So I was like, you know what? Let me not even wait. Let me just put this up.
Yep, and I put it right behind you, and it was great. We got some good responses to that too, so I'm happy about that. We're doing really good, and I'm actually really happy in how people are receiving it. The Morphin Cast is doing great. The Farcast is doing great because it gets one listens to one, and then they will listen to the others, and it's just been really good. So I'm happy
good stuff.
with it.
And I've noticed we've been getting at least people checking out the WordPress blog. So
yeah,
make sure you check that out. RedCycloneInc on WordPress. We put up all the podcasts there. I put up the YouTube playthroughs there as well, so you can check out all types of stuff.
Yes.
So do it, man. No excuses.
And also check out the YouTube video of Xavier Woods going crazy with Batista's song.
Yes, that's awesome.
There was also one that was nice that after the championship win, fucking Breeze waited for Xavier to give him a hug because he was crying.
Oh yeah, we should preface it by what's he go by?
Tyler
Breeze.
Yeah, Tyler Breeze. Yeah.
Yeah, so you know who he is. He's another wrestler and very close friends with Xavier Woods.
Yeah, they were roommates.
And so, you know, after Kofi had his big win and Xavier was super emotional, you got to see the video of like Breeze waiting to give him and Biggie a hug. Kofi's on the side dancing with his belt. It was hilarious. But that's awesome.
Yeah.
Positive things. Let's not talk about them throwing women into vats of turkey legs.
Yeah.
With gravy. Let's celebrate some good wrestling.
Yeah.
Shout outs to the man too, Becky Lynch.
Yep.
See you. Becky 2 belts.
Oh yes, Becky. We love what? We're happy with all the title reigns.
Hey, I just want to say I would like to say suck it, Marks, because she got a shirt called Becky 2 belts.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what they be saying. She says belts.
Yep.
Because she can get away with it.
She's the man.
Yeah, basically, because she's the man. There you go.
He's a non-blonde fake boob man.
She knocked. What if she smacked
the
heads off all?
That's what Sasha was saying.
Smack the heads off of all those dummies. Is that what she said?
Anyway. Yep. All the dummies. She even challenged Sasha to a fight. Like, fight me, Sasha.
Yeah. Well, don't forget, she got punched in the face by Lacey Evans.
Yep.
we're going to take a little break right here just to remind you to follow us on Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, also on SoundCloud. What we do is we have this podcast, the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. We also have the Wrestling Babble podcast. That's hosted by Merc with the Mic, who's a frequent guest on my show, and that should be on Merc with the Mic on SoundCloud. We post those on YouTube as well, so you can check the Merc with the Mic podcast out on his YouTube channel, which is also Merc with the Mic. And also, you can catch the It Gets Better I Swear podcast, as well as the various other playthroughs on the RedCycloneInc YouTube channel. Thank you.
Right. Anyway, so this week we got a bunch of different stuff. I know you saw Shazam.
I loved it.
It was last week, right?
I saw it on Tuesday this week.
Oh yeah. That's right. You said
I really loved that movie.
What do you call it though? Let people know. Is a $5 Tuesday thing you do, or is that something different?
$5 Tuesdays and AMC. If you're a member of their little reward thing, is $5 Tuesdays. All movies $5.
Good stuff.
Well, the regular movies, you pay a little bit more for the 3D and all that shit.
Yeah, but yeah, standard def is okay.
So you just gotta try to catch movies on Tuesday because they're $5. Even if big movies, I'll just because you could reserve the seats early now. Like you can actually, and you still get the $5 deal. So
that's cool.
So that's why we do it. So I got to see Shazam, and I had good hopes for this movie. Like I was very excited for this movie. I think this is the only DC movie I have been excited for of DCU.
Okay.
It's the only movie I was excited for was Shazam. I think they did an amazing job. Like they based it more on the New 52 Shazam and not like the old Shazam. So New 52 Shazam was slightly different. His mom had more of she was a crackhead backstory kind of thing, and he was sent to be adopted. He was kind of like, I didn't want you to be my child anymore, and just got put in an adoption, and then he built a family with the people that he adopted with, and little by little they all became like members of Shazam and shit too.
Oh, the actual adoptive family?
Yeah.
Well, they know that.
So they did a really good cool thing. It's a big plot point, but I don't want to really spoil that and shit. It's a big reveal. But I think Zachary Levi was perfect as Shazam. Like he embodied like a child superhero, like a kid in a man's mentality, like a kid's mind and a man in a big body kind of thing.
Okay.
He really was great as that. Like he was. He was Chuck. He was Chuck for the TV show Chuck.
That's the same guy?
Yeah.
He looks incredibly different. Like he doesn't. It's not even that he's bigger because he's more muscular. He looks younger.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay.
And he was also in Thor: Dark World, and he was in the second Thor movie.
As who?
As one of his crew.
Oh, wow.
He was blonde and he had a mustache. You probably wouldn't recognize him.
I got
really saw his face.
I know.
But I like him. He also was in the Disney movie Tangled. He talked the main protagonist besides Rapunzel and shit like that. So he's a good actor. He's really big into the video game world. He's very big into that mindset, because when he was Chuck, he used to do a lot of the Comic Cons and things like that. He still does a lot of the Comic Cons and things like that. So so him, like Billy Bass in the younger version, was a perfect fit for him being Shazam as the older version, because they act just alike.
Wow.
He didn't try to act like he was more adult. He did things to do, like, say for instance, you grew up and be a man, and right now you're adult. You're gonna go try to buy beer and shit. That's the first thing he did when he found out things like that. It was very family friendly. So if you have a family to go see it, definitely go take them to see it. It was really good. It shows like a kid could be a superhero too, kind of thing. It has that mentality in it. It has a very strong family ties to it. I wish this movie came out like Christmas time, because it was very Christmassy, because it was during that time in the movie. Like the date and time was around Christmas time. So I think it would hit hard. I think it would have been stronger if it came out during Christmas.
Okay, I got it.
Because because it feels like a Christmas vibe to it. Like it's during Christmas time and shit like that.
Yeah.
I think they did a better job in showing Shazam's powers as Superman than Superman.
Really?
Because they showed how he like bullets don't hurt him. So the kid was like, "Oh, shoot him! Oh, you can't! Oh, I'm bulletproof!" Ah, he's like, "Oh, you know what? Shoot his face!" And he's like, "No, don't shoot my face!" And he shot his face, and you see them popping off the face and shit. It's pretty cool. Like they did a lot of things like that. It just made it a lot of fun. It's a very fun movie. Definitely go see it before Endgame, because Endgame is just gonna destroy everything. So definitely, if you want, especially a family movie, go see Shazam. It's really worth it. Jenkins, take your kids to see Shazam. They'll love it. Yeah, I recommend it. Like that's honestly, I'll say that's my favorite DCU movie.
Okay, DC, yeah.
That's the best DCU movie. It had the most heart, I say, out of all the DCU movies. Like it had character, and that's something that all these DCU movies don't have. They don't have that character that sparked their heart that most MCU movies have. This one had it. This one felt like an MCU movie. Like it was made to be like an MCU movie. And then there's a lot of Easter eggs with them talking about the Batman, talking about Superman, how the powers are used, them testing the powers out, and things like that. There's a lot of fun things like that.
Wait, so they're already in his world?
Yeah, they all connected. So like the kid that he adopted, his adopted brother, he had like a batarang by Batman, like he found on the street and shit like that. He had a bullet that Superman stopped, and he was a big superhero enthusiast and shit like that. So yeah, like they became best friends, because when he got the Shazam powers, that was the one he went to. So they both rented and recorded it and watched him test all these damn things with his powers and shit. Like he was charging cell phones with the electricity he had and things like that. He did a lot of stupid shit like that. Like it was a really fun movie. Definitely go see it. I did watch Aquaman, and I personally didn't really care for Aquaman, so that one was the one that I really enjoyed. So yeah, definitely go see Shazam.
All right, good stuff. That no spoilers review.
Star Wars got a new game and a lot of news coming out. They have a new trailer just popped up yesterday.
Yeah, well, actually, you could rewind. I think it was Thursday or Friday was the celebration.
Oh, okay.
So there was a big rollout of tons of different projects, I guess, coming out for the Star Wars brand, because it's just a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
It was just basically called a big celebration of Star Wars. So there's a bunch of new things going on in the universe, and this game is one of them.
Yeah.
And the good thing is, it's made by Respawn, the makers of now Apex Legends, but most people know them for Titanfall and Titanfall 2.
Yep. And the good Call of Duty games.
Oh, see, that's right. That was their pedigree before the Titanfall games. But they were still known for, just doing the damn thing on a high-ass level every time. So, people are actually looking forward to this coming out.
Yeah.
Like, I think I am. This was probably the first Star Wars game in, like, forever that I actually care about, because those other... unfortunately, it's still under the EA brand.
Yeah.
Gonna have to live with that. If you don't want to support them, I don't blame you for not buying the game.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but it's EA. But that said, it's called Jedi Fallen Order, and I have this article here from Polygon, but like most games news organizations are reporting the same thing. Oh my god, it's a single player story focused game. And that's like
EA.
Super rare. Yeah, because EA constantly tries to make the game multiplayer so they can stick in cosmetics and all types of other microtransactions, so they can keep making money off of you after you've already paid $60 for their game. Yeah, so hopefully, well, from what everybody is reporting, none of that's gonna be in there. At least not in the beginning. You can't stop EA from being EA after the game comes out, but at least when it launches, and they have already given the date, which is like crazy. It's supposed to come out this year in November.
Yeah, so it means it's been worked on for quite some time.
Yeah.
Like they already had it under their shit already.
So I assume it was waiting for like literally for this weekend. So
Yeah,
part of that celebration. And that also coincides, because of the celebration with the announcement of Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker, which is the last movie, the ninth and final film. And I mean, I saw the 7th movie, not the 8th movie. And so I want to ask you, Merc, how was the last movie?
I didn't care for it. I wasn't a big fan of it. I felt like they hyped this villain Smog so much, and he was just a big fucking thing in pajamas.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, like they made him seem like he was Raider and things like that, and how he got killed. Supposedly he's supposed to be this all powerful fucking evil Jedi, and he fell for like the oldest Jedi trick in the book. So that movie really annoyed me. There's a lot of things in that movie that I just didn't like. I didn't care for the episode 8 or 7 either.
That's the one. Oh yeah,
that's the one you saw. Like I didn't care for that one either because it was pretty much just a New Hope, just remastered.
That's what I felt too. It was like it's just the same thing. The actual Star Wars movie that came out post, the second 3.
Yeah,
not the first.
The only one I liked
was I think it was Rogue One,
and that's the only one I liked.
And that was like a really good movie,
Mm-hmm.
It didn't feel too much like a Star Wars movie. I guess maybe because it didn't focus on any damn Jedi, and maybe I think they lost the formula with Jedi.
Yeah.
I think that might be what it is, because it seems like anything else that doesn't involve them is slightly, even if in a small way, just more interesting than anything they've told with Jedi.
Yeah, I agree.
Besides the original 3, because the original 3, like,
but that
the tale was what it was.
Yeah, and then volume 1, 2, and 3, I wasn't care. There's people that do like those movies. I couldn't care.
No, not those. I'm talking about the original 3.
No, I love the original 3.
4, 5, and 6. Well, but they're called 4, 5, and 6. So,
yeah.
But I'm saying, like, the original 3 were written in a time where they weren't really, copying from something like the Jedi. They just were, I guess, they had this vision already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then so every other movie, they keep having to live up to the legend of the first 3 movies, and they just don't quite do it. So they're trying to be their own thing. And I felt that Rogue One was literally just trying to be his own damn thing, and it was good. So I don't know. I saw 7. I didn't think it was bad. I just thought it was like, this is like the retelling of the first story.
That was my problem with it. It was just the retelling of the same story. Just someone else died instead of the one that died. So Han Solo died instead of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, basically. So, and again, I haven't seen 8. I'll probably check it out before this one comes out, and then I guess I'll see whenever Rise of Skywalker. Hopefully to get everything back to at least being as good as the best one of these. I don't know which one that was. Don't ask me.
I think when they're able to start like putting their own stories into it, I think that's when they're gonna start shining with the Star Wars brand.
That's it.
Them trying to recreate off the story, I think that's what's hurting them. If they could go more creative with what they're doing, and hopefully these TV series that are going to be on the Disney Plus, is going to be that thing that they could go on their own fucking adventure. It's not always go with the same story that we've been hearing for the last 40 years.
Yeah, it is.
And
it's very repetitive.
And there's so many different stories. If you remember back in the day before the episode 1, 2, and 3 came out, we had so many fucking books. There was like 10 books every month about the bounty hunters, about the Jedi before, the fucking Old Republic, the fucking the future with Luke Skywalker's daughter and son. He had twins.
How are those games, the Old Republic games, better than most of the stories they've told?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that was when BioWare was great.
That's a damn shame. You see how this all falls in? God damn it, EA. And fucking these companies, man. These big companies, they're all just ruining everything.
Yeah. And that's a big thing. But I think once writers are getting like more free will to write what they want to write about the Star Wars, and they're and making their own like story of it, I think that's when you're gonna start seeing Star Wars shine again in that sense.
Yeah, I hope so.
Because again, it's always the same. Like, 'cause again, fucking the first one was just a repeat of New Hope.
Yeah.
They straight up repeat of New Hope. Same scenes, same areas, just different characters, and that's pretty much what it was. The Fallen was just the second one. The second one they did was just bad. Like, it was. I saw where they were going with it. I think like the Darth. What was the fucking name is the Darth Vader of this one. I can't think of his name.
Talking about the Kylo Ren?
Kylo Ren, yeah. I think the second one was more of a story focused on him.
Okay.
Than anything, but I also think they kind of just. I think they did a good story and then they just started falling through with it, and it was kind of annoying me.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a lot of issues with that second movie. Like, I really did. Like, even the Jedi fight scenes weren't that great. Like, yeah, I just felt like they were fucking boring. So there was nothing really special about them, and that's something that even freaking episode 1 has some amazing Jedi fucking. When you have Darth Maul swinging a fucking stick as freaking lightsabers, it looks
double-bladed lightsaber.
Exactly. So
see, I'm not opposed to them bringing back Darth Maul. I'm just saying.
Too bad he's cut in half.
No, but he's alive in the series. He has cybernetic legs and like some extended universe shit. But again, that was retcon. So you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, I think Star Wars is right now. I think the problem with the movies. I don't know about this game. I hope the game is awesome. But it's a side thing, so they're able to experiment and do things. So that'll probably be amazing. But the thing I think is wrong with Star Wars right now, that's like, is one of those series that is stuck on trying to do, what do you call that stuff? Like pandering to fans. Yeah. But not pander to fans. Not act like it. So it's like when we say the first movie in this the third trilogy seemed like the first movie in the first trilogy, is like because they wanted to do it without doing it. You know?
They pretty much just want to play with your nostalgic factor and just make you tune in and like.
But they don't go all the way. Like if they were to go all the way with it, that would be good. Like you would get returning characters that you don't know what the fuck happened to them, or they had a mysterious death and they were like, well, no, we changed that mysterious death and like they survived somehow. Like I would love it if Boba Fett, which we keep hearing about, supposedly survived, but they never make a thing where he actually survived. That's still canon now because they got rid of all the other stuff. You know what I mean?
Got eaten.
So I would love it if they took some of that stuff that they got rid of and incorporated. Like, okay, let's have a really cool moment that nobody expects, but they keep not doing that. So
oh well. Talking about Star Wars, Disney Plus was announced November 12th. I think it's the release date this year. Their price range is going to be $6.99. Okay. And supposedly there's a bunch of new TV series that's going to be straight for the Disney Plus. Some of them are Falcon and Winter Soldier with the same actors from the movie.
Oh, good.
Vision and Scarlet Witch, which also will be the same actors from the movie.
I don't know if that's a good thing. I'm just saying.
Hawkeye is going to get his own TV series, which is Jeremy Renner.
Okay.
What was the other one?
Wait. I keep seeing like people using comic art of Kate Bishop. Is she supposed to be in that show?
I think she's gonna debut as Katie in Endgame.
Oh, you think she's gonna?
But I think that's gonna be him training her in this one.
In the movie or the show?
TV show, yeah. It's kind of like the comic book. He trains.
I mean, listen, if it's like that was the Matt Fraction one. I'm just saying. Yeah. If it's funny, I'm all in.
So that was also renounced. The Hawkeye series, Wanda and Vision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, the you know how to say it, the Moldarians or whatever it's called.
Oh, Mandalorians, yeah.
Mandalorians. That's gonna be.
Go ahead.
I forgot who's directing that. I think that's shit. That's John Favreau.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's doing that series.
Wow.
And you know what he did with Iron Man and
I enjoyed it.
everything
I
else.
enjoyed his name.
So John Favreau will be doing that one, and then they're promising all the Disney movies, even from the vaults, are all going to be on here. All the movies that are coming out are going to be on here. So Star Wars, every single Star Wars movie is going to be on here. Pixar, Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, National Geographic, which they own. They're going to have like a lot of the 30 to 30 series and things like that from ESPN, because ESPN is owned by Disney as well. So a lot of the things you're going to see infrastructure into this. They're also guaranteeing that The Simpsons is going to be exclusive to the Disney Plus. So there's going to be over 30 years of fucking The Simpsons cartoon on Disney Plus, which $6.99 for Simpsons, that's fucking ridiculous. That's crazy. This is something I said a long time ago, that's something that no one realized that they got the rights to now is The Simpsons. The Simpsons is fucking the biggest fucking cartoon adult series ever. Period.
Still going.
And it's still going. It's going to be it's going to hit 33 years because that's the new contract they signed. They signed another 5-year contract on Fox. So it's going to go up to 35, 36. The 35 years.
How many times have they changed actors? Do you know?
No. They still the same Homer, still the same Bart, still the same Lisa, still the same Marge.
Really?
Maybe they changed characters. But the one people that did pass away and shit, they kind of took them out. They just don't use the characters no more. And then
Is it still the same groundskeeper Willie?
Yeah.
What?
You remember like a lot of the guys.
Oh wait, a lot of that is Homer. I forgot. That's Hank Steve. What's his name? What's his name? Hank Azaria?
Yeah, he doesn't Homer. He does Mo.
Well, who's the main guy?
I don't know his name by heart, but he does Homer. He does
because the guy who does Homer does a lot of voices.
Yeah, he does Chief Wiggum. He does. Yeah, he does. Again, they all talk about a group of them. So. So
okay, that's pretty cool. I did not know that.
So yeah, Disney Plus. Again, they set March 12th. March 12th, March 15th. But yeah, they already have a lot of things ready planned and ready to launch out once it goes up. It's going to be $6.99 a month. I've been reading rumors that if you have Hulu, you can just add it onto your Hulu and don't have to, and it's not going to be as much. Okay. So it's kind of be like HBO on Hulu. We just added service to it. But yeah, they're doing a lot of things with it. I think it's going to be a really good thing. $6.99 is a nice price tag to it, especially if Netflix going up twice in the same couple months, and that's bad in a way because you're like, all right, that's $6.99. I have more movies on there.
Okay, understood.
Yeah, so Netflix gotta catch up. They gotta stop raising the damn prices.
I know, and it's like they don't give you new features or anything, right? Well, I know they have been upping the price for the Ultra stuff, so but that's if you want that.
Nah, all the tiers got the price raised.
Yeah, that's interesting.
All the tiers got the price raised. One thing on Netflix I recently watched that was actually pretty good is Ultraman.
Is it just the first series or what?
It's the first season. It's a brand new series. It's from. I forgot who did the story. I think they did the story for Castlevania.
Really?
But it's not the same animation. It's kind of like a 3D CGI animation. It looks pretty cool though. Like Ultraman look pretty dope. It's pretty good so far. I'm up to the 5th episode. Right now I'm pretty much like binge watching Power Rangers, Super Sentai. So that's pretty much what I've been watching. Besides wrestling, so I haven't got to like fully finish the series, but so far it's pretty good.
Oh, good stuff. Well, yeah, I have seen that a lot of Super Sentai has been still being streamed because Shout Factory is still doing their marathon.
Yeah,
I believe it's up until the end of this week.
Yeah,
I think
I catch it when I can, but most of all, usually right now I'm just focused on Dire Ranger, which is season 2 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Okay. And so I think today I saw an episode they show with the Green Ranger. Where it transformed and stuff.
I'm really liking Dire Ranger. Dire Ranger is really good.
Who's the main villain in that one?
The main villain are these three like dominatrix looking characters. They look really weird. They wear really weird outfits, and they just come and try to fuck shit up. The orbs, you remember the orbs that Lord Zed did to use to make people grow? Those were like little spaceships in this show.
Really?
Yeah.
What? So the aliens ride around on those?
Yeah, like they that's how they take over, and then they bring out their parties are pretty cool looking. They had like they look like they had tuxedos on and shit. It's a really weird show. The opening theme is pretty dope.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun. I got a binge watch. I'm like behind. I'm at like episode 20, but I got 30 episodes to go, so I really gotta pick it up. Luckily, they're not long. They're about 20 minutes long, and they pretty much are mostly continuations. So you can just sip to the theme and you're understanding the story. I love the suits. I love I like the Dire Ranger suits. Those are the suits that they didn't use in American ones because they wanted to keep it the ones that you know, and those are the ones that were selling toys. But honestly, if they would have made toys with those, I would have fucking bought those in a heartbeat.
Okay.
One thing you'll notice, and I'll tell you this, so just so you can see it and see what I mean about it. So you remember when they read? So I think I did tell you about this last week. I'm not sure, but so when you see the Red Dragon Sword and the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, like if you watch the opening cinema or you watch it morph, you'll notice if you look really close, if you look at the top of the Red Dragon's head, you see the Dire Ranger on top of its head. Because when he launches for the Red Dragon Zord, he locks his feet on top of his head and he flies with it.
Wow. Oh, wow.
So if you notice in the American ones, they didn't edit that out. So
that's why you see it up there?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, dude, I did not notice that. I thought they just did that just because he was still standing up there and talk, but wow.
Nah.
I didn't know he's supposed to fly.
Yeah, so he flies with the dragon on his head, like he locks his feet in, and then he goes inside, and then when it turns into the battle mode, all 5 Rangers go in there.
Oh,
just one, and they all have those glass orbs and shit that they do the moves and stuff like that.
And that's why you were saying that's another reason why the cockpit is way cooler.
Yeah.
Wow.
But Dire Ranger is pretty dope. Definitely check it out. I'm looking forward to the cast, which we'll be probably casting for that next Saturday. So we'll see what happens.
Okay.
That's gonna be a good one. I'm looking forward to that cast. What else?
Shout out. There's some specialty figures coming out because we haven't talked about too many of those in a while. There's a dude I follow on Twitter, and I follow his fighting game streams. His name is Hell Pockets. He put up a video maybe like I think last month about some Dragon Ball figures that he had purchased.
Yeah. And
they were like some limited edition joints. They were like the statues. They're like not the PVC ones, but like the hard plastic ones that you snap them in half. And like I'm not the biggest Dragon Ball fan, but one of my favorite characters is Gogeta.
Yeah.
And so there's this really cool one that's supposed to come out. It's supposed to release on June 30th of this year.
Yeah.
And it's only $20, but it's pretty cool. It's the standard old school Super Saiyan one, but he has the new blue hair. So I guess I haven't watched the show.
Okay.
I haven't seen Super, so I don't know. But a Super Saiyan blue Gogeta, Brandista prize figure.
Cool.
And so, just to check that out. But here's the thing. I didn't know Crunchyroll sold figures.
Okay.
And so, since they're like the anime mecca, them selling figures makes perfect sense. And it's just like, that's awesome. But they also have apparel. They have manga. They have like hats and all of that. Like they got mad stuff on here. I did not know that. And I don't know if that started like last year or the year before. But yeah, Crunchyroll, they got a bunch of cool stuff. But yeah, if you like Dragon Ball figures, and I guess they're taking pre-orders now for it. Like I said, it's only $20.
Okay, cool.
Which is like really rare. Like I'm looking down
for like $40-$50.
Yeah,
turtles the turtles I had, the GameStop ones are $25 each. That's when Jenkins got me, but like the figure arts are usually $40-$50.
Yeah, so for one of the non-posable figures, like it's basically a display figure if you want it.
Yeah.
but they have a few. Like they have the a cheaper one, which is also Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta doing the Kamehameha pose.
Yeah.
And then they have another one. I guess that this is for a movie. See, again, I didn't see the movie, and I haven't been watching the show, so I'm assuming this is from the movie.
Okay.
They also have a Broly. That's the one that they use Snap on. So I've seen quite a few of these, and I guess I'm seeing now they are from the newest movie that came out. What was it, like 2 months ago?
Yeah.
So yeah, and there's a whole line of these, and they're like super affordable. So check those out on Crunchyroll.
Sounds good.
And I guess we didn't really talk about too much about it, but like you were talking about Borderlands, I believe that was last week.
Yeah.
And so what I didn't know was that there was some controversy with the game because people had review bombed the Borderlands 2 collection.
Yeah.
Because they were mad that the game is going to be exclusive for a little while in the Epic Store, Borderlands 3. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, what kind of world we live in? Where you try to shut the other game down, but then apparently there's a story, and the only reason I wanted to bring it up was because it was funny and it was ironic, and this is on a website called Game Rant, which I check out every once in a while. Borderlands 2 hits peak player count despite review bombs.
Yeah.
So people trying to be assholes made more people play the game, and it hit the highest player count it's had in like since it launched on PC, which is ridiculous. What? It doesn't make any sense. But like, this is what happens. People being assholes. So in your face. I thought that was cute. So listen, I'm still hyped for Borderlands 3. So.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I think that'll be something that we could probably group and fucking play.
Mhm.
It's easy to pick up and go.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I've been back on Yakuza 6, so
Oh really?
started going back on it. Yeah.
How far did you get?
Not that far. I just got back. I just got to the clan war thing, so I got my first taste of the clan wars and how it is, and the New Japan people plotting on me.
Oh shit. Oh.
But yeah, I've been wanting to play it. I know 5 is coming out soon, and Judgment is coming out soon, so we see what happens.
God damn it, Scott started. Shout out.
Yes, damn. But yeah, I've been playing that because Mortal Kombat is right around the corner. I think that's be the next game I'll be kind of focusing and playing, and all. So it'll be some fun to do.
Oh, do you want to talk about the plans you have?
All right, so this is something I'm gonna bring up. So I have a friend that owns a bar in Brooklyn called Gotham City Lounge. Sadly, they're closing as a bar, but they're still gonna be open for private events and things like that. So I thought I would take advantage of that, and I had talks with the owner, and he's even down for it. He's gonna try to whoop people's ass in it too. So he's actually down for doing the game tournaments and shit like that. We've done it before. And they were pretty successful. I done it when I was working there, when I was bartending. So I used to do it Thursday nights, and they were very successful. We used to do SoCal. We did SoCal tournaments. We did the first, I think, Mortal Kombat 9. We did Injustice 1, and we did probably Street Fighter 4.
Okay.
We did those there, and a lot of people came up. They brought their own controllers. Some of them just played and just enjoyed it and had a fun time. We made brackets, and then after that, we just had free play and kind of like arcade style. You put a quarter down, your next kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not an arcade deal, but you put a quarter down. Pretty much all benefits. Pretty much meant to pay for the space and pay for the time that we had used in the space and shit. So it was really cool to do. So we're planning to do it again. I'm gonna have more of the logistics of everything more planned out, but right now it's just up in the air. We're gonna see. I'm gonna put a poll on each of our boards just to see what you want, if you're interested in doing it, and if you actually will attend. Because if you attend, that makes it great. And yeah, we're gonna charge probably at the door, but it's gonna be something to benefit to make it better and make it stronger. So we probably charge like $5 to $10 at the door. You buy your own drinks and shit. All those proceeds go into do further more of these things. So you could bring a whole community together and really build upon the gaming wrestling community in that sense.
Yeah, because we were saying too, like you wanted to host, was it takeovers and stuff?
Yeah, and it might be NXT takeover. So we probably do some fighting games and some gaming little maybe live podcasts and things like that, and then we probably do the NXT takeover, maybe even do a live podcast with that as well, and just enjoy and have fun and crack jokes with each other, and start really building a community of what we have with the Wrestling Babble and stuff like that. I know a lot of the guys are in New York or maybe Pennsylvania and shit like that, so a lot of them are from the city, so a lot of them could possibly make it, and I think it would be a great time just to meet everyone that's been part of it and actually been supporting it as well.
Nice. So again, like you said, that's building a community, and like bringing all types of things together.
Yeah.
So that could be a really good thing, and so hopefully we'll be a part of that.
Yeah.
And like I said, like if I get any information, I'll make sure to post in one of our social media channels and things like that.
Yeah, and it's all of us being part of it. So basically, it's something that we all that's our RedCycloneInc. This is our brand, and we just really want to get everyone to be a community and not just be just on the boards and stuff like that, but actually know the faces of people that post shit.
Yeah, I guess so.
And things like that, and I think it would be a fun thing to do. We could there's little things we have to do because I know he loses his liquor license in like 2 years, so we can't really do the alcohol after a while, but we could still do like beer and wine kind of thing because you don't really need anything for that.
Okay.
But it's for anything else, like food wise, you can just get food outside, or we could just do pizza parties. There's an amazing pizzeria called Cut Pizzeria, like right up the block. They're probably the best pizza, one of the best pizzas in Brooklyn. We can get a bunch of pies, have a pizza party in there, and things like that. And yeah, there's a lot of things we could do in that community, and it's a beautiful space. It's all full of memorabilia, so pretty much you go into this place, you're gonna be looking around because you're gonna see the Lord of the Rings monster on one side, you're gonna see the Marvel's Capcom game cabinet in the other. You're gonna see a pool table. You're gonna see 80s cartoon, 80s toys, and superhero.
Yeah. I've been there. It's just a pretty cool space, man.
Yeah. So that's something that we could really benefit off of. And shout out to them for closing there last night. Ray, Lou, they're amazing people. They've been family to me for many years. He treats me like a little brother kind of thing. And like I think it would be a fun thing if we could get it done right. I'll talk to Julio, I'll talk to Jenkins, so everyone could be on board of this.
Yeah.
Not just us being the ones really putting on, like the whole RedCycloneInc has to come together and start really building this and making it a community that everyone wants to be part of, and little by little get a little bigger, and to like we just have fun and we just have game nights and shit like that. And I'm 100% down for that.
Yeah, me too. That's fun.
Yeah.
Like I said, make sure we get all that. You guys do what you got to do. Take your time, and when you get the information, get that out.
That's definitely going to happen. But yeah, that's a big plan that we're planning to do, and the owner was 100% with it too. He was like, "Yo, that would be fun," because especially the Mortal Kombat. Like, if we could, like, it's really short notice though, but I was trying to do something for the Mortal Kombat release night, and maybe get my collector's edition. I'll put it there and shit like that, and we just play the new game and fucking have like videos and shit like that, some shits that boom and things like that.
Yep.
Help build shit like that. So yeah, so that's if we could get something within the Mortal Kombat release date, that could happen, but it might be a little later than that.
Understood.
Because it's just little time to really do anything with that. But yeah, that's the plan. If you guys are interested, please comment, leave a like, subscribe on the Facebook page. I already put up 2 polls on the Wrestling Babble and the RedCycloneInc one. Tell me what you would like to see out of these things. Tell me what games you would like to see. If you want some retro, I have retro. If you want some current fighters, I could do current. We could do Street Fighter 2. We could do fucking Street Fighter 1 if you want. We have a lot of shit. We have everything in our access. I have most of these things in a drawer, so we're good. Yo, we could do
that collection. Recently came with like from 1 up until
I have it.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I have it. I have SNK fighting games. I have things like that. So, if those are things that you're looking into, then those are the things we can make themes out of it and stuff like that. I know Mortal Kombat 10 is gonna be a huge fucking game. So, no, Mortal Kombat 11 is gonna be a huge fucking game. So that's gonna be something that we really want to do. And again, like the owner's 100% down with it. He's even down to doing Injustice 2 again and things like that. And all I have to do is just bring my system, and then we're good to go.
Nice.
So he has everything connected to a projecting screen. It's a dark area, so it looks really good on the screen and everything like that.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
So big things in the future.
Yes, yes.
Just on the grassroots level, it sounds like it's an amazing thing to be a part of. So
Yeah.
I look forward to it.
Yeah, we get something going. So definitely, it'll be in the works. We'll be talking about it more and more as the time starts coming up. We'll start talking about it more on the cast, so you guys should know and everything like that. We'll probably even connect our cast to the RedCycloneInc Gets by This Redcast with the video game thing. So we'll probably name it "It Gets Better, I Swear" Arcade Edition or some shit like that. The Wrestling Babble with the takeover specials, and we probably even do the Morphin Cast and like view some Super Sentai and shit like that. So there's a lot of things we could do with these things. So it's a very open thing. I have a really good connection to the point that it's going to cost, but it's not going to cost a lot. I'm gonna hook him up with something because he's going to use the space, but he ain't going to charge me much to use the space. But I'll give him something for it.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be a good way to bring a community together. I know it's kind of a bitch to get to, but once you get to, I think you're going to appreciate the place a lot.
Yes, definitely. Like I had a good time when I was there. I enjoyed myself.
Yep. So yes, definitely is in the works in the future. We'll definitely talk about it more, and on a personal note, we will talk about it more us too in that sense as well. But those are the plans we're going to plan to do, and I think that's going to be a really good thing for the community kind of thing, just to bring the community of our RedCycloneInc pages together and actually know each other and shit. So
yep,
that'd be cool.
There's cool people, man.
Yeah. I call some of these guys out sometimes.
They put boots in asses.
Yeah, pop hours. Sekiro, how you digging that game?
So I decided to sit down and play the game by its rules, and like try to learn how to do that. And because I keep hearing the criticisms of it being a Souls game and like going through my head, like, God damn it, I know what it is and what it's not. It's not a Souls game, it's a damn Tenshu game. But it's also its own thing that wants you to learn what it is and then take what you learn and then apply it that way, not just brute force it.
Yeah.
And so like I fought what was one of the harder bosses, but I see they gave people on different forums trouble and stuff. And I was like, I think it took me 4 or 5 tries, and it was just like each time I was doing it and the mindset I had, I was like, oh, this is so I'm supposed to do this when it does this, and then, but it's less of trying to predict the pattern. It's just knowing when to do what whenever the situation arises. And I'm like, that's actually a really good way to do it, because I think about how most games end up being, and it's like, oh, you just fall into a pattern.
Yeah,
it's just a boss. Oh, he's gonna do this and he's gonna stomp there, and that's when I jump on his head. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you get that from everything from Mario even to like Dark Souls. Some of it was kind of formulaic. Not every boss, but some of it was kind of formulaic, and it's just like you've seen it throughout most every video game that's like not a pure action game. It's usually do something 3 times and then you win.
Yeah.
And you know what exactly what I mean. Like, it'll be in a game, even a game like Spider-Man,
everything
or
comes in threes.
like, yes, everything comes in 3s. And this Sekiro breaks that trend with the way the bosses are, the way the bosses use the moves that they have, though, because it's just it's so active. Like it you think in your head you're supposed to be passive and be like super evasive because your movement speed is so high, and then you think you're supposed to not get hit because you're a ninja, and like this game is like, no, we made a system where instead of running around and trying to dodge everything, how about you get good at deflecting, the thing that we wanted you to do in the other games but it was too hard. So they made it easy to do, and it's like, oh, if you would have did that in the first place, more people would be doing it. But anyway, whatever. And I kind of get that. Like, it wants you to get in there and deflect and swing and deflect and like learn the timing.
Yeah.
Like, not just be passive. And like, you can still bullshit because the items and stuff let you cheese the enemies. Like, there's some really messed up stuff you could do with the fireworks, which I'm finding it works on everything, which is great. So if you're having trouble, just use fireworks. That's all I can say. Fireworks and what is it? Ichimonji, I think is this this one battle skill that you can get that's like it does way too much damage to the posture gauge. It's like, you know what? I'm not even mad because these enemies are cheap, so I'll be cheap right back, and it's fun.
That's good.
And then like right now I'm not stuck, but I just got to an area that's on a cliff of a mountain, and there's a bunch of women wrapped in mummy wraps that use rifles to shoot you, but they don't sound like women when well, some of them don't, but because you hear the lore in the game, you find a scrap in a book that tells you about them, and it says that they're women.
Yeah.
But when you go to actually, you know, you have to get through the area and you're killing them. Some of them go, it's just like, I thought it said these are women. What's up with that? So that shit that just made me laugh. That's on a different level. That's like on a, okay, I'm playing a fucking video game. Yeah, let's not forget that.
Exactly.
But like, it's fun. It's really fun. And I just fought this creepy dude that was kind of like Valdo, that all he does is swing like 17 times. And so basically you either try to play like Dark Souls and try to dodge around him and get shredded up, or you learn how to deflect him, and you have to learn when to press the button for every swing. And it's hard, but you got to do it if you don't want to get your health chunked out of you, you know what I mean? So I like it.
Good. It's worth the $60 you paid.
Yeah, and I mean, just also it's a high quality game. It's not bootleg, you know what I mean? It's not glitching out all over the place. It's not an online game, so I don't have to worry about some damn servers and DLC updates, and you know what I mean? I think there are supposed to be some small patches for it, because I'm reading on some forums that there are some things that seem to be not working as intended, like 100% of the time. But I have yet to see anything that's been busted yet. I've seen some weird I've seen some funny shit with, you know, the ragdoll. Like, I've seen some enemies like bounce off some stuff. That's always hilarious. Yeah. So, but other than that, no. I recommend it, but only if you have the patience to play that.
Yeah, you got to learn the game.
Yeah.
Well, buy a game to learn the game, so play it. If you're not that type of person, you might not like it.
I kind of feel like I think about how often people buy games, and like, I really just buy one and just play it.
Yeah.
Did I like it? All right, then I'll play it till I finish. But I'm gonna play it till I get most of the stuff that you put in here out of it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna run on to the next, because that was something I did in PS2 era. It was like I had way too many games I don't think I finished.
Me too.
Like
I had like stacks of games, and I barely touched all of them. I was still focused on certain ones, and then I'll go back and redo certain ones.
Yeah, I mean, some of them they're not fun to go back to, because they really were like only for that time period, you know. Some of them just don't age well, but yeah. And then again, you know how today is, most stuff they just remake it anyway. So yeah. Hey man, buy it again. Fuck it. This console's not backwards compatible. Pay us money. So it is what it is. And before we close out, hey, guess what? Anthem's got some content coming out.
Good for them.
Good for them. I'm glad the game's not completely on fire. It's called the Sunken. It's one of the strongholds. It's like an area where it's an in-game area where you shoot up a bunch of like high-level enemies, and hopefully you get some good drops. So I guess this is a new map, because I heard that they didn't have that many.
Yeah.
I mean, again, there's not too many more details on it. I think they said it's supposed to go live 3 p.m. Central on April 17th, because that's when they're gonna do the next live stream. So that's when people are gonna be able to see what it looks like. I don't think they're gonna be able to play it that day. Maybe if they're smart, it'll come out the same day. Like, hey, and guess what? It's available today.
Yep. So check it out. If you're still playing Anthem, if you didn't desert it or didn't destroy your system.
I mean, yeah. Why would you buy it? God damn it! Wait a second. You know what? Let's just wrap this one up. You know what? I don't even want to give people bad advice. Don't buy that. Jesus. Thank you for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better, I Swear podcast. I've been your host, Louis Beans. I've been on this ride with Merc the Mike.
Yep.
Make sure you catch us in all of our channels, our social media.
And shenanigans.
Yeah, basically. You know where we are. We're going to hit you off with these spots. We're at RedCycloneInc on basically everything. YouTube, SoundCloud, Tumblr, also WordPress. We also have our social media, which is Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and that's all RedCycloneInc.
Yep.
And Merc, what you got?
You got the Wrestling Babble, which is also on Facebook, which is our wrestling page devoted to our wrestling podcast, the Wrestling Babble. And check us out on me, I'm on Instagram, Merc the Mike, on Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, and YouTube, and Twitch TV.
Nice.
I should be twitching more, just getting everything together. My Elgato is not working with my current TV, which is kind of annoying, so I have to find another alternate way to just record off the Elgato. Lately, I've just been recording through the system, and that's how I've been doing the videos.
Okay.
So, yeah. So hopefully, I could get that shit going.
Yeah, probably find some type of fix for that. Damn, that sucks. So make sure you check out there's playthroughs going up all the time. There's Monster Hunter, there's Phantasy Star Universe Ambition of the Illuminus, which is a PlayStation 2 game. There's a lot more. I don't know why it's more fun than the Xbox 360 game. I guess because it was bad. I like it, but it's not good.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say it. Like the additions they made to that version of the game, which is unfortunately there's no legal way to play it on PC and Xbox 360 anymore.
Yeah.
So the PlayStation 2 is the only one that had a physical release in America. So I'm doing it that way. Unless somebody wants to tell me how to get it on PC.
Yeah.
Legally. You know what I'm saying? I'll pay for it. I mean, it's like a 15-year-old game, probably more. So,
and not that crazy pricey.
No. And I got a secret project coming up.
Cool.
New game. Well, not a new game. A new playthrough I'm going to be putting up soon for a really fun game that I think it should get a sequel. I'm just going to say that.
Should.
All right, y'all. So, thanks for listening.
Peace out. Laters.